Hi, I'm Shahid Khan. Welcome to Yoga Simplified. Today I'll be teaching you Baithak, the yoga sit-ups. Baithak, the yoga sit-ups. In Sanskrit, in Hindi, it's called Uthak Baithak. Uthak is coming up, Baithak is sitting down. Now, let me just explain the difference. When you're doing the traditional yoga sit-ups or the Baithak, you're stretching your arms out, you're sitting down, and then you're coming up. This is Baithak. In Yogveda Yoga, it's much more effective. You're opening your hips, you're opening your back, you're stretching your back, you're opening your spine, you're opening your shoulders, and you're having deep breathing. Now, let me just go through it, through the steps, and then we'll do it together. The first thing you do to start is you stand with your legs apart, a little more than your hips. Now, if you have the yoga mat, it's just a little more than the square. You're joining your palms. Don't do it, just understand first what I'm saying. You're lifting your throat, chest. So this, not your head, not the cervical movement, but the thoracic movement, throat, chest. And taking your arms up. When you take your arms up, your hip bone, your pubic bone, your hip bone, your armpit, your throat, your armpit. Everything in between should stretch. So you have a deep inhalation here, a maximum inhalation. So this is the first step. From here you move your hips back, bend your knees about 90 degrees, and then stretching your arms, you're keeping your fingers on the floor, and then stretching out, sitting down, taking your arms up. Once your arms are up, lift your armpits again from your hips. Take your arms behind your ears, and then you're opening the hips. So there are a lot of movements in the Yogveda Baithak. You're taking 5 deep breaths. Now, while coming up, first, you're placing your fingers on the floor, lifting your hips, and then rolling your spine and coming up, stretching your legs, and then again, everything in between, stretching, a deep inhalation, and then you're coming down again. So this is the first thing. Now, if you cannot come down with your heels, because many people cannot come down, you'll be doing it like this. Then take some height. If you have yoga bricks or yoga blocks, you can use them. Just see the difference. Now my heels are coming down, so I don't use them. But if your heels are not coming down, it becomes much more easier. Same. Hips back. Down and up. Here you're much more straight now, and then hip opening. But it's too high for me, so I'll close my back to do it because the heels are too high and I'll be pushing forward. But if you cannot come down this with your heels, this is a good option. So we have gone through the basics now. Let's do it 5 times together. Do this Every day, it's very good for your back. You can open your hips, because there are many things I say do every day, but choose from all these many things what you can do every day. So you can change your exercise every day. Join your palms. Inhale. And move your hips back. Exhale. Arms behind your ears. Open your hips. 5 breaths. Use your elbows to open your hips. We'll be doing it 5 times. And fingers on the floor. Lift your hips. Roll your spine and come up. Now stretch everything between your hip and your armpit throat. Take a very deep inhalation so you don't drop your blood pressure, otherwise you will feel circles in your head. And again, hips back, bend your knees, stretch up. Pull your armpits, take your arms behind your ears, open your hips, and breathe. 5 breaths. And fingers on the floor, lift your hips, roll your spine and come up. Stretch your legs, stretch the body between the hip, armpits, throat. And again, hips back, bend your knees, stretch and up. Lift, take your arms behind your ears, open your hips. Try to open your back, sit straight. And fingers on the floor, lift your hips, roll your spine and come up. Deep inhalation, stretch. And again, 4th time, and up. Lift, arms behind your ears, open your hips. Five deep breaths. And fingers on the floor, lift your hips, roll your spine and come up. Stretch your legs, stretch your breath, stretch your arms. Now one last time. And back, bend your knees, dive down and up. Lift your arms, take your arms behind your ears, open your hips. Deep breathing, deep breathing. It's an easy exercise, but it's a strong exercise. And fingers on the floor. Roll your spine and come up. Stretch your legs. Stretch your upper body, stretch your arms. Stretch your breath, and then take your arms down. Back in Tadasana. Now you can continue. I just showed it 5 times. You can even do it 10 times. More if you have more strength, because it's a strengthening pose. If you like the video, If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe to the channel. And until next time, by the way, if you like the t-shirt, you can always order it on our webpage. The address is also below.